little bit interesting over in La Liga as Getafe. They come third at the moment, but who's going to be leading the way this Valentine's weekend? We'll take a little look. Next. That's right, folks, back once again with the latest round of predictions coming at you, match number 24 out in La Liga. And we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things La Liga related, Blackburn Rovers related, world football related. We're all here under Warowski. That's right. Now, before we jump into it, make sure to check out the old description. Links to my other social media platforms are in there. Twitter, Facebook, Patreon. If you want to become a Patreon, I am wide open, especially on this Valentine's Day week. Do something a bit special for your lovers out there. Anyway, let's get going, folks, and take a little look at how we all got on last Wochenende now, shall we? Or however they say it in Los Spanish. Or anyway, so we're talking about La Liga. Here we go, boys. This is the criteria. 0 to 3, you're in the shit-face gang. 4 to 5, you're in the Doctor of Love. That's right, the straight-face gang. 6 plus, you're in the love and loveness. That is top banana. So here we go. So last time out, it was Alavés up against Eibar. It ended up as a 2-1 victory for Alavés. Bang on the flipping nose, boys. Starting off with a bit of a belter, but it all went down from here. Levante 2-0 winners over Leganes, the battle of the L's. I actually remember the 1-1 draw. Saw 2 goals in it, but ultimately wrong. Getafe picking up a monstrous home win. That puts them right back in the thick of things, up at the top end of the table. 3-0 win over Valencia. I actually went with a 2-1 win for Getafe, so not too shabby indeed. Valladolid and Villarreal battled out to a 1-1 draw. Good result, I think, in the end for Valladolid on that one. A strong point. I went with a 2-1 win for Villarreal, got that one wrong. Atlético Madrid deep beat Granada, 1-0 winners for Atlético. I went with a 3-0 win, so not too shabby indeed. Espanyol picking up the 1-0 win over Mallorca. Actually went with a 2-1 win for Espanyol, so that's not too bad. I'm getting my hopes up here. A 2-1 win for Sociedad over Athletic Bilbao. Actually went with a 3-1 win for Sociedad, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 bars, that's not too bad. 6 for Real Madrid, 4-1 win over Osasuna. I went with a 3-1 win. I don't think I went with Celta Vigo. I went with Sevilla, which was a 2-0 win for me. 2-1 for Vigo in the end. And Barcelona did beat Real Betis with a 1-goal margin. That is all dog shit. I didn't update my old stickers. I got 1, I got 2, I got 3, I got 4, I got 5, I got 6. Hang on a minute. I got 1, I got 2, I got 3, I got 4, I got 5, I got 6, I got 7, boys. I'm in the top face gang, boys and girls. Come, who's with me? That's all wrong. Ignore all that. Ignore all that. Ignore all that as well. It should be top banana. And I'm in there. And I'm in there. Hopefully I updated your guys. Make sure you guys were right. I think I did. Nathan Heaver, you did all right for yourself. Not too shabby on Matchy Monday, though. Round of applause. Welcome to the top base gang, or top banana. Yannick Butler, not too shabby. Christian 04, not too shabby as well. Ultra O'Meara did okay for himself. Marius Christensen, if you look at the scoreline, if you're a slow-mo, if you want to check it out yourself, these were actually posted on Sunday morning. So I'm giving her the big old, I'm giving him or her or whatever the big X factor, because I just don't believe it. It was too right. And it says it right there. Get in there early, so there's no doubt in it. Next up, Abjurbiel Bjorkman did okay for himself. Nadine Kananka, not too shabby. Cody Caho, also not too bad. Shinish Limbu did okay for himself. Chumba Mwamba did okay as well. Victor Fisher, welcome. Top banana as well as I stretch out of play. Anika Coke, not too shabby. We are QPR, not too bad indeed. So you guys did okay. One real shit show there, but ultimately not bad. This is what the table looks like at the moment. It is Real Madrid's to lose. 3 points clear of Barcelona. Getafe up to 3rd at the moment. Atlético Madrid up to 4th. Sevilla 5th. Sociedad 6th. Valencia into 7th. Villarreal doing bits as well in 8th. Down the box, Espanyol, Leganes and Mallorca going down as it stands, but it is very tight down the bottom there. Just 2 points separate the bottom 4 sides. So it could all change after this Valentine's Love Fest, this shagging fest. It's going to go on this weekend, boys and girls. Oh yeah, that's right. So let's get go, folks, and take a little look at those Valentine's Day fixtures. On Valentine's Day itself, it will be a bit of a mouth-watering one, a bit of a dinner date. That's right, Valencia up against Atlético Madrid on Valentine's Day itself. So let's take a look at that bad boy. The last 6 encounters between the two sides have gone in favour of, mainly in favour of Atlético Madrid. 0 wins for Valencia, 3 draws, and 3 wins for Madrid on this bad boy. They did meet in Madrid earlier in the season. It was a 1-1 draw. Goals coming from Diego Costa from the penalty spot, Daniel Parajo for Valencia, Lee Kang-in getting himself sent off deep into that game. The last time they played in Valencia, it was a 1-1 draw as well. That was a start of last season in August 2018. Angel Carrera getting the goal for Madrid. Rodrigo Merino getting the goal for Valencia on this occasion. Valencia have actually kept a clean sheet in the last 3 home matches and are actually undefeated in the last 13 at home as well. So it's a big old ask for Atlético Madrid to come into this. 2-1. Valencia are the favourites. 21-10 is the draw. 6-4 the away win. It's a tough old one to pick, this one. Valencia need a win if they want to get themselves into those European spots again, especially Champions League. A win will see them rise to 4th, and actually could see them leapfrog Atletico Madrid in the process. A win for Madrid could see them regain 3rd spot. Tough old boots, this one, but I'm going to go with a 3-2 win. Goals galore for Valencia to nick it on Valentine's Day. Excuse me, the day after Valentine's, on the 15th, that's the Saturday. It'll be Mallorca open up the games on Saturday, and we're going to kick it all off with them up against Alavés. Mallorca heading into this in the relegation, so 18 points on the board, 18th spot in the division. Just 1 win in the past 6 for them up against the Alavés side, who are starting to get some rhythm together. Just 1 defeat the past 5 matches, and they did come into this on the back of a win. The last 6, though, between these two sides have gone 1 win for Mallorca, 4 wins for Alavés, and 1 draw along the way. They played earlier in the season. It was a 2-0 victory for Alavés when they hosted them, but the last time they played in Mallorca was a 0-0 draw back in 2016 in the Segundo Division. Jon Oriol getting himself sent off in that match way back when. Mallorca actually lost their last 5 of the last 6 matches in La Liga, both home and away. Actually failed to score in 5 of those last 6 matches as well. So not looking too good heading into this. In all competitions, though, yeah, it's definitely Alavés in the form team out of these two sides heading into this one. Bookmakers will go 11-8 for Mallorca, 11-5 is a draw, 2-1 is the away win. Did I tell you what would happen on this? The permutations, a win for Mallorca could see them rise above Celta Vigo, and that's into 17th spot and out of the drop zone. A win for Alavés, who are in 14th spot, could see them rise into the top 10, depending on what goes on elsewhere. I am going to go with a cheeky 2-2 draw. I can't separate these two sides on this one. It'll be a point gained perhaps for Alavés, not really much gain for Mallorca. They need the wins to get themselves moving forward and up and at them, get out of that sort of drop zone. Next up, we have the champions Barcelona up against Getafe. This is a bit of a belter. First up against third, second against third before kickoff. A chance for Barcelona to regain the lead if they were to get a result ahead of Real Madrid. A result for Getafe, though, could see them actually close in on number 2 spot. Bookmakers odds, we'll get to that in a second. Last 6 between the two sides. 5 wins for Barcelona, 1 draw, 0 wins for Getafe. They did play in Getafe earlier in the season. It was a 2-0 win. That was under the previous regime. Suarez and Junior Firpo on the score sheet for Barcelona. Clement Lenglet getting himself sent off on that match as well. The last time they played in Barcelona was a 2-0 win as well. It was back end of last season. Goals on this occasion, I don't know. I really don't know. It's loading. It's trying to process the goals. The goals on this one came from Vidal and an OG from Aramabari. So yeah, we'll probably have a better scoreline than that, I suspect. Coming into this, Getafe actually kept a clean sheet in 7 of the last 9 matches, both home and away. And yeah, so Barcelona actually scored at least 2 goals in 22 of the last 26 home matches. Bookmakers odds on this game taking place on Saturday, the 15th of February. It is 11-4 on for Barcelona. 4-1 is the draw. 7-1 is the away win. Yeah, I'm still not convinced with this new regime. So I'm still going to give it to Barcelona, though, just to nick it with a 1-goal margin. 3-2 winners over Getafe. Next up, we have Villarreal up against Levante. Villarreal are on the rise. They're actually in 8th at the moment. Just one defeat the past 6 games heading into this. Levante, on the flip side, they are in 11th spot at the moment. Not the greatest form for them. Just one win in the past 6. One win in the past 5. And that one win was last time out. Before that was 4 defeats on the spin. Last 6 between these two sides sees 3 victories for Villarreal, 1 win for Levante, and 2 draws along the way. They played earlier in the season in Villarreal. It was a 1-1 draw. Goals coming from Carlos Baca for Villarreal and Roger Marti for Levante. Last time they played in Levante, it was a 2-1 win for Levante. Roger Marti with a brace. 2 from the penalty spot. Gerard Merino, the one and only goal for Villarreal. Heading into this, Levante have actually lost 5 of the last 6 away matches. So their away form is not great. Bookmakers will go with Villarreal, actually 20 to 9 on for Villarreal for the victory. 7-2 is the draw, 6-1 is the away win. Heading into this, Levante, should they pick up a win, they could see themselves climbing to the top 10, up to 9th. A win for Villarreal in 8th. Could see them rise into the top 6. That is Europa League football, boys. I like Villarreal, me. Soft spot. Going to give a 2-1 win for them. And that will be just what the doctor ordered this love weekend. Next up, we have Granada up against Valladolid. Heading into this, last 6 occasions between two sides. 4 wins for Granada, 1 win for Valladolid, 1 draw along the way. They played in Valladolid earlier in the season. It was a 1-1 draw. Goals from Oscar Plano for the Granada. For Valladolid, sorry. The goal from Granada was Carlos Fernandez as well to level it up. Last time they played in Granada was a 2-1 win for Granada back in 2019. It could have been a friendly, I think. Roberto Soldado for Granada, Antonio Puertas as well, Oscar Plano as well, scoring for Valladolid once again. The last time they played a 100% league game was in the Segunda Division a couple seasons back, it looks like. It was a 1-0 win for Granada. Anyway, moving on, Valladolid have actually failed to win 10 of the last 11 matches in the La Liga, and they look pretty woeful at the moment. Heading into this 7-5 for the home win for Granada, that's the bookmakers odds. 11-5 is the draw. 11-5 is also the away win. Heading into this, Granada are 10th, a win away from 9th. Valladolid are, where are they? They're up to 15th in the moment. Pretty decent form as well. Just 1 defeat the past 6. Heading into this, a win for Valladolid could see them rise above, just in fact into the top 11, just shy of Granada. Maybe 1 point adrift. They'll be up to 11th spot if they were to take them in. Tough one, this one. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I think Valladolid's form is good. There's a lot of draws knocking about for them, though, at the minute. At their recent good form. Just 1 defeat at the past 6. Before those have been draws, and I expect them to get another one here. Next up, we have Sevilla up against Espanyol. 2 sides trying to get moving form-wise. Just 2 wins at the past 6 for Sevilla. Same could be said for Espanyol, but their recent form is just 1 defeat at the past 5. A win away from going out of the relegation zone, which would be a massive turnaround for a team that's in Europa League, boys. In fact, both of these teams are in the Europa League, I think. Sevilla heading into this in 5th spot, a win away from going into 3rd. Let's take a look at the last 6 between two sides. 4 wins for Sevilla, 1 win for Espanyol, 1 draw along the way. They played in Espanyol earlier in the season. It was a 2-0 win for Sevilla. Sergio Reguilon with 1 goal for Sevilla and Nolito the other. Last time they played in Sevilla, that was a 2-1 win as well for Sevilla. Gabriel Mercado and Wissam Ben Yedder for Sevilla, and Borja Iglesias, the one and only goal scorer for Espanyol. Speaking of Espanyol, they've actually lost 5 of the last 6 away matches and conceded at least 2 goals in 5 of those last 6 away matches. So their form heading into this away form is pretty shitty. In fact, tell a lie, the last 6 games in all competitions, they've actually won 3 of them and lost 3 of them, so it's not too horrific. But this is Sevilla. They've got bigger fish to fry, and they want to get another win on the belts. Take place on this Sunday, the 16th of Feb. I'm going to go with I'll tell you what I'll go with in a minute. But the bookmakers' odds are 15-8 on for Sevilla. 11-4 is the draw. 6-1 is the away win on this one. Did we talk about the pre-rotations if Sevilla were to win? They could get back in the top 3. We did. I'm going to go with Sevilla on this one comfortably. 3-1 in the end. Take home the 3 points and move on to the next one. Next up, we do have Leganes up against Real Betis. 2 sides. Leganes definitely need the points. Real Betis are on a bit of a wane as well. Just 1 win in the past 6 for Betis. Leganes 2 wins at the past 6. Just 2 defeats in the past 6 as well. So a decent form for a team in the drop zone. They just need more wins. And this is a good chance for them to get wins because they're playing at home. The last 6 between two sides, 3 wins for Leganes, 3 wins for Betis. They played earlier in the season over in Real Betis, and they lost. Real Betis picked up the victory. It was a 2-1 win. Laurent Moron and Nabil Fekir on the score sheet for Betis. Martin Braithwaite, the one of the goal scorers for Leganes. Last time they played in Leganes was a 3-0 win for Leganes. Goal scorers on that day was Yusen N. Nesri with a big fat hat-trick. Javi Garcia get himself sent off. Betis actually failed to win 10 of the last 11 away matches in La Liga, so their away form could be their sort of weakness, their Achilles heel. Heading into this, bookmakers 7-5 for Leganes, 11-5 is the draw, 2-1 is the away win. Heading into this, a victory for Leganes will get them out of their drop zone. Or it could anyway. And Real Betis on the flip side in 13th, a win away from going into 9th in the table. That's top 10. Tough old boots, this one. Going to go with a 2-1 away win for Real Betis. I think the mentality that the fact that they're not in the drop zone is not going to hang over them. This is definitely a game that Leganes cannot afford to lose. So if they can get anything out of it, whether a point or a win, it'll do a massive boost to get themselves out of the old drop zone long term. But ultimately, I think they are going to slip up here. Next up, we have Eibar up against my boys, Real Sociedad. Last 6 between the two sides. 2 wins for Eibar, 2 wins for Sociedad, 2 draws along the way. They played in Sociedad earlier in the season. It was around about November. Robin Normand on the score sheet. Michael Olazábal, William Jose and Martin Odegaard as well on the score sheet for Sociedad. Pape Diop, the one and only goal scorer for Eibar. Speaking of Eibar, the last time they played in Eibar was a 2-1 win for the hosts. Mark Cardona and Charles on the score sheet for Eibar. William Jose from the penalty spot for Sociedad. Sociedad have actually conceded at least 2 goals in the last 3 away matches, so they've been a bit sloppy away from home. Heading into this, the bookmakers' odds is 7-4 for the home win, 11-5 is the draw, 31-20 is the away win for Sociedad. Sociedad are in 6th and a win away from going into the top 4 once again, depending on what goes on elsewhere. Their form is a bit ropey, 1-3, lost 3 at the past 6. Eibar on the flip side, their form is decent, just 1 defeat at the past 4. A couple of draws in that mixture as well. So it's a tough one, but I can't back against my boys here. I'm going to 2-1 away win for Sociedad, and that win could be massive, and that could maybe edge them closer to securing some Europa League football or European football of some regard. Into the final 2 now is Athletic Bilbao up against Osasuna. Last 6 between two sides, 3 wins for Bilbao, 2 wins for Osasuna, and 1 draw. They played in Osasuna earlier in the season. It was a 2-1 win for Bilbao. Inaki Williams and Keenan Codro, the scorers for Bilbao. Chimney Villa, the one and only goal scorer for Osasuna. Osasuna actually failed to win 9 of the last 10 away matches. Bilbao have actually failed to win their last 8 matches. Period, both home and away. So not great form for the hosts on this one. Bookmakers go 90-20 for Bilbao. 11-5 is the draw. 10-3 is the away win. A win for Bilbao in 9th. Could see them close the door to 8th. To just 1 point. Osasuna on the flip side, the draw masters. In fact, both of these two sides are the draw masters. They probably will end in a draw. Osasuna have had 28 points, a win away from leapfrogging Bilbao in the process. For me, though, I'm going to give it to the home team, Bilbao, to take it. It will be a big old boost. They've only lost 6 games this season. That's just that's the same amount as Sevilla. So, yeah, not too bad indeed. They're just drawing too many. And then finally, it will be Real Madrid up against Celta Vigo. Celta Vigo just above the drop zone, 2 points clear at the moment, but a defeat here could see them get sucked into it. But Real Madrid have a huge part to play in that. Last 6 between two sides, 5 wins for Real Madrid, 1 draw. They played in Celta Vigo earlier in the season, early in August. 3-1 win for Madrid. Karim Benzema, Toni Kroos and Lucas Vazquez on the score sheet for Real Madrid. Iker Losada, the scorer for Celta Vigo. Modric getting himself sent off on this one. Real Madrid have actually kept a clean sheet in 5 of the last 7 home matches. Celta Vigo actually failed to win 22 of the last 23 away matches. In this division. Real Madrid, though, on the flip side, have actually won 8 of the last 10 home matches in La Liga. The bookmakers will go heavily for Real Madrid. 7-2 on for Real Madrid. 90-4 is the draw, and 8-1 is the away win. A win for Celta Vigo could see them close the door on 16th spot Eibar to just 1 point. A win for Real Madrid could potentially open up a 6-point lead over Barcelona, depending on what goes on between them and hot shots, high-flying, flipping Getafe. I'm going to go with a victory for Real Madrid quite comfortably in the end with a 4-1 win, take home all 3 points, and maybe extend that lead. So, my friends, that is just about it. But before we go, make sure you get your predictions in nice and early down below so I can feature you next time around. But until then, this is what the table would look like if my predictions were to come on in. 3-point lead, Real Madrid over Barcelona, Getafe up to 3rd, Sevilla up to 4th, Sociedad 5th, Valencia 6th, Atlético Madrid are 7th. Down the bottom is Espanyol, Leganes and Mallorca going down. Mallorca, the only team to pick up a point down the bottom 3 there. But that, my friends, is it. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash that thumbs up. If you're new, smash the subscribe. New videos every single day on the channel, whether it's love, doctoring, or something else. On this Valentine's Sweetheart Eve, or week, or whatever it is. Be sure to love each other. That's right. Make sure you love each other. And smash that subscribe as well, the annoying bastard that just won't go away. Yeah, so we'll do it all again next week. Obviously, all this love talk will be out the way. So hopefully you can join me then next time out. But until then, boys and girls, I'm going to let you get out of here. Make sure you bang the thumbs up, bang the subscribe. Check out the old description. Links to my other social media platforms are in there. Twitter, Facebook, and all that kind of good stuff. And of course, the Patreon, boys and girls. Make sure you check that out. Until I see you again, smash that thumbs up. Get your comments in nice and early. I'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.